the gist of it here is that the Growlers had a bunch of injuries and a flu bug. Okay. And as hockey fans would know, Newfoundland, St. John's is a great place to play in the minors. But the downside is that you're on an island. And if you want to call someone up or over or whatever you want, you know, it's not always easy, especially if the next day there's an afternoon game. So they played out around Neck Thunder on Thursday and Friday. And this game, or sorry, Thursday and Saturday. And this game was on Sunday in the afternoon. Now, I'd been down to the game on Saturday and I was well into it. I mean, my buddies took me out. They're like, technically my birthday's Sunday, but let's go out Saturday. It's going to be a night. It's going to be hopping. So I started drinking here before the game, watching videos. I always watch some old music and hockey videos before I go out, put me in a good mood. Went down to the game with buddies. Then we went from there to Greensleeves, the hockey bar, really, the main hockey bar here for, I mean, it's an everything bar, live music and everything, but it's where the hockey guys hang out for the last 30 years. So nothing's changed. We went there. Then we went to Blue on Water, another place close by. So that's when I got the call. It was 5 minutes after 12 on my birthday, and Zach O'Brien phoned and said, "Do you want to play tomorrow?" And he's a good buddy of mine. He's one of the best players in the East Coast League, in my opinion, or in the ECHL, as I should say. And anyway, then I really hung up after a little bit of back and forth. I thought he was kidding. And then Adam Party phoned me. A lot of hockey fans might be familiar with, NHLer, longtime NHLer. He's assistant coach here now. And he said, "No, T-Bone, seriously, we need you." And the big thing here, guys, not the big thing, but because a lot of people saw it as a publicity stunt at first. It really wasn't. I skate with these guys all the time. 5 of them are real good friends that are here in the summer. 6 of them actually, 5 Newfoundlanders on the team, which seems rare for pro hockey to have that many locals, but a lot of guys from here want to play here. We always seem to, and there are players. Zach started the year overseas. He's got a Calder Cup. A lot of players, Pards played here his last year. He skipped over, he's retired. He can't. So a lot of Newfoundlanders want to play here, might extend their career or might play here when they could have an opportunity somewhere else because they enjoy it. So we always have locals. And those locals I've gone to battle with in ball hockey championships, that's real battle, world or national championships, I'm saying, even though it's not as big as hockey. I'm just, if you're in a national final or a world final, you learn to be a teammate. You bond you bond easier than you would with someone who's in the next cubicle, say. So right. There's that. And there's also January 10th is the senior hockey deadline. So we have a good senior league. And for those that don't, that sounds like a bunch of old men playing. It's not. Senior amateur AAA hockey here is just, basically, I don't want to say basically semi-pro, but it's a real good level. It's only a 24-game schedule. Guys can handle it. And in Newfoundland, we lost in the Allen Cup final last year. Clarenville Caribous, my old team. The Allen Cup is the national championship. So we got 6 teams here full of players that are all back from pro and major junior, college in the States and in Canada. Like really a lot of junior A guys. It's real good hockey for senior hockey. There's a draft. If you finish last, you pick first. Like people, and we really take pride in that. The history of Herder hockey, you look back, the Herder Trophy, it's interesting for those that want to look into it. And then we go on to the Allen Cup, and that's our goal. So guys didn't want to play because if you play after January 10th, you forfeit your senior eligibility. And people really laugh when I say that, but we really take pride. I played senior hockey until 2 years ago, right? And if I couldn't commit, I wouldn't play. You look on Elite Prospects, I think they, every year, all the games, I wouldn't. It's not a one-off here. If you don't show up to the game in senior here, an hour and a half, 2 hours before, you got to answer to somebody. Like, it's not just like pick up, fans. There's paid fans, a lot of them. There's imports. So that's a real thing. So had I been playing senior hockey, or if this had been January 9th, none of the events would have taken place. Wow. So now people now start to see, right? Okay. And I skate with them all the time. So Zach is like, literally, Matt, I'm telling you, Terry's the only real viable option right now. And, Newfoundland's big. People go, well, you might think of someone on the West Coast. It's, 6-8 hours away. So it was St. John's and area, guys who aren't playing at all. Now, the last thing I'll say, there might be someone that played pro 4 years ago. But what do you want? A 30-year-old who hasn't skated in 4 years because they exist out there.
Right.
So really, the options were limited. That's why it happened.
Wow,
it's crazy.
What a story! I mean, you got the. I mean, obviously, you got some legs underneath you. You've been skating with them, and you got the heart. I mean, you're a newfie, and that's your backyard, and like how fitting, and you get a Tilly. I mean, like was it first star? I mean, for your birthday, it's like what a series of events there for sure.
They Yeah, there's a lot to unpack. I know I'm in shape, and the boys knew that. But it's one thing to be in shape. It's another thing to like be behind the play, or try to keep up with the play.
Right.
So I didn't really know. Now, like I said, the skate I'm in the summers, all the pro guys come back, like Dawson Mercer and Newhook, and I'm by far the oldest player in it. But I've just kept going. For no other reason than I play ball hockey still on a national level. I'll show you something. We got this just yesterday. That's the ring I won.
Oh yeah!
Wow.
That was a few months ago. Hold on.
Beauty.
That
was a few months ago. We won the Masters World Championships in Buffalo in a shootout against the U.S. So, like I said, like I'm staying in shape.
Yeah.
Right. So, and if I don't skate with those guys in the summer, if I was to slack or join a slower skate, then I know I won't have the legs. It's like, you get older, you know what I mean. Once you take a foot off the gas, you start to be more sore. You can feel your aches and pains, and you just get slower. So I've just stayed at that. Now, I'm not saying I didn't get slower. I'm just saying for a 47-year-old, I don't think I could have been any more prepared from a point of skating and cardio. Okay. But the other thing is there's no like hitting in the summer or anything. So then I thought about that too. I'm like, I'm going to play now, is there as much hitting? No. But I was putting myself out there going, okay, what's going to happen here? Because, I'm going to be exhausted if I start to grind work in the corners. Like,
right.
So anyway, all that was going through my mind. But when I got to the rink, the boys were good because they could tell. I mean, I was trying not to be nervous, but guys, come on, man, wherever you've been, whatever you've done, there's no way. This was like, I felt the kind of same as I did before my first NHL game. All those questions are coming back. We're not talking a few years, guys. We're not talking 8 years. We're not talking we're talking over 2 decades, right? So
yeah.
Again, I go to all games I watch. I've often wondered, God, this looks way faster than when I played. I wonder if I could get around out there. So no, those questions happened, and again, I love the Growlers. I take pride in being a Newfoundlander, and we've not only a pro team here that are affiliated with the Leafs. It really gives us a sense of relevance. People love it. Mary Brown Center is situated right next to George Street. It's a nice little, it's a hockey town, but it's a nice little package for any fan. Even if you're not a hockey fan and you were to go to a game and go downtown, you'd enjoy the experience, right? I mean, it's part of what we got to offer here in St. John's, and we take real pride in it. So I'm a fan for that reason. I would have, if they had ever asked me, if they had asked me and I was 25 years old in another hypothetical world, I'd be just as proud. Like I would have loved to do it. So the age thing is just, I guess, icing on the cake.